Hello, folks. This is the Gary Coleman Show. Well, today we have a special guest here. We have a movie writer, producer, and he's here to show us and be interviewed today. His stars, his custom designer, and we have Marilyn. We all going to be here today, and he's going to tell us about how he got started in his movie. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio here on the Gary Coleman Show is Mr. Sebastian Valen.
Hey, to meet you, Gary.
Thank you for showing up today.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Okay, so tell us a little bit how you got started in the movie business.
Well, I started in the movie business with idea in the real beginning when I really wanted to make a movie like this, Evolution, and the limits of time. I want to present everybody here. That's a story pretty long when I really started long ago with idea to make a movie like this. And here I am right now with a movie like everybody we can share on television and also on the web.
Okay, so it's going to be out there. Okay, first question is, how did you come up with the name?
Well, the name Evolution started with idea when I wanted to make a project like this. I wanted to explore different topic about the people from the real beginning until the actual age and how we have been changing in time from many different ways. The lifestyle or how we think or how we have been the transition in time from the beginning until now.
Okay.
And so for that reason, I was thinking that evolution was the perfect name to explore that topic. Also enigmas, because many questions happen during all this time. We have not many information about the past, we have some information from the present, and I wanted to involve all the subjects in only one movie, this production.
All right, so we're gonna look for another movie.
This is
in the future.
Absolutely. This is the first step for a movie I want to continue making in the future. But this is the first one, and right now I am enjoying everything happened with this production.
So tell us what it took. What some of the detail type things?
Well, the details start when I have a chance to make a movie here in Tucson, and I thought that being here in Tucson, I thought that I have the good enough resources could be practical to involve in my production. And starting with that idea, I thought that I can make complement between the topic I wanted to explore and with the chance I had to really produce a movie like this.
Yeah. All right, all right. So tell us the Shadow Magic Entertainment.
Shadow Magic Entertainment started because shadow is something dark. Everybody interprets shadow with something dark. But when you complement shadow with magic, magic is something close to illusion. We interpret with illusion. Magic is a transition between the light and the dark. But shadow is in the middle, making something look a little dark, making lighter. So it's a game with the world. The shadow is not really dark. It's lighter than darker.
Right.
So finally, the shadow magic is closer with the entertainment, to entertain the people with something more magical.
Ah, very magical. Okay, from start to finish. Okay, so our first guest will be to my right, John Buttram.
Buttram, yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me on.
So tell us your role in the movie.
Actually, in this role here, I played one of the cavemen. I was one of the two that were actually kind of ganged up on the mud person caveman. And it was kind of a fun time that I really had enjoying this stuff. I mean, sometimes I really I enjoyed the production itself and just kind of working and just being a part of this. I was able to get out there, and be out there in like a lot of nice desert, which we haven't seen too much around. We have a lot of around here, but it don't get out too much.
Right.
And I just I just enjoyed the whole idea of doing a show like this, just to there's questions like, where we came from, and, questions on evolution, and I'm just was really happy to be part of this all.
Okay. So, you're the star.
No, I was not the star. I was a supporting actor.
Supporting actor. Oh, okay.
Actually, our star would have been our speaker from the future, the lovely Chandra there.
Okay.
And the other two were Anthony and Clayton. And Anthony actually was the star. I was, just like I said, I was part of the supporting cast.
Okay. So what did you get out of it the most? Is this in your future?
What I got out of the most is I think just being out and just kind of enjoying a certain perspective, the way things were back then, and the fact that because there's quite like where we had come from, but I just myself enjoyed just being part of this, and just to be able to act in this was kind of a blessing in itself.
Right. Yeah. So you thinking by you getting this first role, you think you'd be looking more into the future of being in the movie film?
Actually, we'll see what happens with that. Right now, I would like to do future roles, yes. If I get a chance to work with other actors out here, which I have done, because I've done mostly theater around here. But yes, I would seriously consider, being a part of this again.
Okay.
If they find out that they think I'm good enough, then I will do it.
Oh, you good enough.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about your background, a little bit.
Okay, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, Detroit area. I came out to Tucson in 1977 when I was in the Air Force. I am currently, right now, I am working in the Air National Guard at outside by the airport. And as far as my acting experience, I got my start in acting I was in high school and drama club. I graduated way back in 1976. But actually I got my start in acting here in Tucson, and I know there's some people out there who remember Simon Peter, which was the Easter Passion play of Tucson. It ran from 1979 until 2005. And through that time, my first role in that was in Simon Peter, which I started in 1984. So I've been on the acting scene here in Tucson for 27 years.
Okay.
And as far as the roles, for Simon Peter, I did it for 14 years, and where I was never a lead actor, which is all well and good, because I've always thought myself, I am much better in a supporting role as opposed to the lead role.
Great.
And I'm trying to be honest about myself with my talents and myself, because I've seen out in Tucson, we have tremendous talent out here. And just for me to be able to work with some of these folks has been a blessing in itself. I had also done a lot of other theater around here. I've worked with Red Barn Theater Company. I'd worked with El Rio Theater Project, which I've done a few Shakespearean plays. I did 2 Shakespearean plays with them. I did Shakespeare in the Park back in 2008 when we did the Merry Wives of Windsor. And the way I've been here is I'm one of these people, it's like a Johnny-come-lately type.
Right.
Because a lot of my roles I got in theater, and even this particular role.
Okay.
Because I was actually a stand-in, because what happened, Paul could not show up. So what wound up happening, I was working with Anthony, and when I was doing Hamlet back in 2008. And he brought that up that Sebastian was looking for somebody to do a caveman, because Paul could not do the show. So he asked me, and I met Sebastian that night there, and I worked through that. So actually the reason I met Sebastian was actually a part of this role is because I did Hamlet. I worked with El Rio Theater Project. I said I've worked with other companies too. I've worked with we actually done a few shows with the Arizona Opera Company.
So you have some background in
I've got some background and experience.
Good, good, good. And you just tied that in with Mr. Sebastian.
Yes, on that night I had done that, and he came to check it out, and I said, okay, would you...
Let me play something also. You say that you are a supporting actor in the movie. I think that every actor, every character appearing in the movie really depend each other from another one. Every character in the movie really contribute from the topic and the story really want to tell, and also the final idea what is the evolution it is. And so the John character, whose name is Acrisha, his name is from the character is Acrisha, really, really important. Like the Clayton Jarvis character, another actor who play in the movie, who really support like him to finally complement together with Chauny Dismon, the actor who appeared in the documentary, because he's playing in a fictional story. Okay. And the actress, the Chauny Dismon, is the actress for the documentary. Finally, are exchanging together in only one movie. So, Chauny is playing alone from the documentary. She finally depends a lot from the fictional story, the Coleman story, because all the fictional and documentary are really exchanging during all the long movies in the real beginning.
Right.
She depends from them, and them depend from her. It's fun to finally create only one world.
Right.
About the evolution.
Okay.
That idea finally who expect Shadow Magic to show, but also I think that the actors are not really also the character, like John, Clayton, Chauny, and Anthony. He is not here. Another character very important in the movie is the costume. Without costume, we cannot tell the story in the Coleman's age. The costume have been looking in all the long movie. The actor without the costume cannot tell a story about himself, the character.
Right. So your costume is...
I make the way to show the movie shooting many different ways to involve the costume in the character. Finally, the costume, the character involved in the stage, in the landscape. Finally, all that elements to tell the story in complement with the documentary to finally create the world I explained before.
Oh,